met few of you, yes.
Yes. Now we want to ask you first of all about this game. This is one of the greatest games in this World Cup.
I think first there's many good games in this tournament, but this was a very interesting game because it was a very tactical game. I think the two teams prepared very well to the game, and because they play very low line of defense, they play more close to the box because they was afraid from the speed of the strikers. It became an interesting game.
Can I ask your opinion about Team Russia? Did you see the game against South Korea?
Oh, unfortunately, this is the only game I didn't see because we was on a flight. I'm doing it here from TV, and we cover a few games, and we was in a flight. So this is the only game that I didn't watch. Sorry.
Maybe you watched some moments.
Maybe a highlight, maybe
yes, highlights. Yes, I saw the 2 goals. Yes.
Akinfeev, one of the greatest goaltenders in Russian history, but he made this stupid mistake. Can it broke his mentality? Your opinion?
I just spoke with my boss, and I spoke. We are doing.
Hi.
We are doing our project about all over the world about mental strength and psychology, and this is one part that we discussed about. You could teach people how mistake can make you more stronger. I don't know him, so I cannot answer this question. There is either players that when they made mistake it break them, and other players. By the way, I had a goalkeeper from Russia, Ovaro, that playing the World Cup in '90. You don't know him, 8 years. That when he made a mistake, I knew that after this 20 games he will be on the pitch, the best on the pitch. So it depends on the character of the player and on the psychology. I don't know him, so I cannot answer you this question. One thing is for sure, this is one of the things that you can teach. Talent you cannot teach, but this you can teach.
Do you like, not do you like, but what do you think about Capella's tactic? Because a lot of people say it's boring, and when he was coach of Real Madrid, a lot of Spanish fans say it's boring. Now we understand because we have not a lot of stars, and maybe it's only one way to win something here, to be boring, to play only on defense.
I didn't see the game that I cannot tell you, but he's one of the great managers. Nobody said when he was in Milan that it was boring football. Nobody said when he played in Roma that it was boring football. So I cannot say that because I didn't see the game, but I think tactic is part of the game, not all the game. We are paying attention to tactics when it's important, but tactics is a way to maximize the quality of the players. The quality of the players of Russia, everybody know, and I think Capello know what he's doing. And to answer this question more seriously, I will watch the next 2 games and then I will tell you.
Are you going to Maracana to see a game Russia-Belgium, or maybe you see it in your hotel? Or
I see on television, but I will see the 3rd game of Russia.
3rd game, yes?
The last game. You will be in the game?
Yeah, for sure, we are covering.
Yeah. I will be in the last game.
In Curitiba.
Mr. Grant, I agree that in the Russian national team, not star player. No one star player.
Yes, but not many national teams have a star. England also don't have star like you mean a star.
But
Lampard was on the bench, unfortunately.
Yeah, of course.
But I think if you mean star like was Arshavin or something like this, maybe yes. But there is a lot of good players now in Russian national team. In one hand, I cannot say that there is a superstar, but in the other hand, I don't see weak players. In any position, there is players that more or less know the job.
You said about Arshavin. What do you think? What's the matter with him? Because he very great player the first years in England, but after that he don't play in Arsenal and he went to Zenit, and it's very difficult game for him.
I don't know, he's a great talent, he was a good player. I don't know what's happened now. In this case it's very important to see the training, because I'm sure if they don't pick him to the team, he's not good in the training. And if you're not good in the training, it's very difficult to be good in the games. But still, he was one of the best talents in England.
Team Russia is unique here because all players of Team Russia playing in the national championship, not foreigner players. Why? Because it's all players of Team Russia playing in Russian national championship, not in England, not in Spain. It's only one team here, and maybe this is a question of money, because better to play in Russia to earn much more money and not hard work.
Look, I think money is important, but it's not everything. I think for Russian players, the Russian league is better than before, but still it's not the Spanish league, it's not the German league, and it's not the English league. So I think any young player that have talent, I think even if you have big money in Russia, it's good for him to play in a better place and then come back to the Russian league. Until the Russian league will be on this level, and they can be, because there's a lot of money now that's spending in Russia. So the league also will be better. And the league is better than 5 years ago. So I recommend to players to play abroad, and it will be good also for the national team. I'm sorry if people in Russia will anger about me, that's what I think.
Several last questions. First of all, what do you think about organizing of this World Cup? Because next one will be in Russia, and we saw how it was great in Olympic Games, Winter Olympic Games in Sochi. It was beautiful. It was the best Olympic Games in the history. It's my opinion. I worked there. And what do you think about organizing here, and what do you expect to see in Russia?
Speak like this because you're Russian, or?
No, it's true. I worked in London and in Beijing, in Turin, in Vancouver.
I'm sure that the organization in Russia will be great, but you know, at the end of the day, organization is very important, and the organization here is okay, but not more than okay. It's more important to play football and a good football, and the football and the atmosphere is very good. And I'm sure it will be in Russia too.
Because in England, a lot of media said every day we should take off this World Cup from Russia, because a lot of problems in Russia, and it's a very unpleasant opinion.
No, I think it's great that the World Cup in Russia, the Mondial was in everywhere, except all the big countries in the world host the World Cup, except, let's say, China. So, but China, there is no good football there in the moment. So I think the football in Russia develop a lot. They spend a lot of money about players, about everything. And I think Russia deserves to host the World Cup. I don't agree with the people that say the opposite.
And for me, the last two questions, Mr. Grant. Your opinion about Yuri Zherkov, because he's a former player of Chelsea. What do you think about Zherkov now?
I didn't see him lately, I must say. I didn't see him in the Russian league, so I don't know. The last game that I saw it was in Anji, when I went to the game in Makhachkala, and he played very well. But this was more than 1 year ago. So I watched many games, but unfortunately I didn't see him. He was a very good player for the national team. But I didn't see him in the last year.
And interesting, what do you think about chances Russian national team on this World Cup? Your opinion?
I think they have a chance. Like I saw in the qualification game, the team is very organized. The team is hard to beat. Tactically, they are playing good. But you know, psychology, it's not league and it's not a cup. It's something between. One bad result and you are out. So you need psychology and mentality, being your best in the right time, and of course to win games. Because in the league, for example, I don't care if I don't like, but if I'm losing game or two, I don't care if I have a strong team. I know that at the end of the day, what is matter what you do in there. In the cup game, when you lose, you are out. Here, it's something in the middle, you know. So now, because Russia drew, they need to take the points and qualify. They can do it for sure, but it will not be easy.
Okay, our last question. Maybe we will hear your prediction. Who will win World Cup? Maybe a national team from South America.
You know, my son Daniel asked me, 5 minutes ago. He asked me who will win the World Cup. He said, because I want to bet. I said, if I knew, I was a billionaire. And as you know, I'm not. I'm only Avram, not Abramovich.
Thank you.